Hello, hello, hello. I have a new toy which just arrived today. It is a Novation Launch Key 61 Mark IV 61 key keyboard controller, which I ordered through Sweetwater, which I like. I like them because they're customer service. And it's $300 before tax. So I have downloaded and installed the Novation software to make it work with Logic Pro. Um, so I understand a little bit of this. Played with this a bit now. So let's see if I can bring up the image. Um, yeah, so far I quite like it. I don't really understand how to use it very well, but the key the key bed feels quite good. It doesn't have aftertouch on the keys. I don't think it is velocity sensitive. I believe. It's not a grand piano emulation. It's a MIDI controller. It's got 16 pads. The pads do have um, aftertouch. It's got a bunch of sliders and a bunch of, sort of a little hard to see here, a bunch of rotary encoders. Like they're the rotary encoders. Right here, and here are the sliders. Yeah. Uh, it's got pitch wheel, mod wheel, of course, sort of standard. Yeah, here are the sliders. It's got a little screen. The screen's not much to talk about. I guess the only nice thing about the screen maybe is that it's small and less likely to be damaged, maybe. I'm not sure. Here are the pads. You can kind of see the rotary encoders. It's got a MIDI out, USB-C, which is what I'm using. Place for a sustain pedal. Yeah. And on the right, maybe a little hard to see, but there are these the transport buttons, what they call transport buttons. So stop and play and record, loop, all that, and it's got various other buttons, and it's got a shift key. You can switch modes for things. So, I mean, it really is a MIDI controller. It doesn't have any sort of synthesis ability on its own, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want another keyboard. I've had a number of keyboards, which none of which I actually know how to play. But that's about the only thing I know how to play off the top of my head. Um, yeah, so I can turn on loop or not. I think. No. Let's see. Stop. Record. Why isn't it working? Okay, that's working. Okay, so if you can see the slider. Oh, that's interesting. So I've got two different sliders here, and they're controlling the volumes. They're controlling volumes on these two different instruments. One is my microphone, and one is the keyboard. And then here's my voice. My voice is coming in, and now I'm loud, and now I'm quieter. Okay. Okay. So here's the overall volume. All right. Earlier, I was able to record by pressing the record button. So what's up? Do I have to hit the shift button? Okay, that was it. I had to hit shift. Okay, go back to the beginning. I can play. Okay, that was it. I had to hit shift. Play, play, play. Turn on and off the looping. Yeah, okay. I don't quite understand the two different modes yet. I was just in the wrong overall mode. What is this controlling? Oh, I see. Okay, so left to right, the first slider is controlling audio 1. You can see that's moving. The second slider is changing the volume for instrument 1. And you can see down here, slider going up and down. That's mirroring what's on the controller. Slider 3, that's stereo out. Okay, whatever that is. And then 4 is master volume. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? Yeah, they're actually 9. Okay. The other 5 don't seem to be mapped to anything yet. And then the rotary encoders are mapped to some things. I'm not sure what morph is. Vibrato rate, vibrato, dist drive. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Okay, well those are mapped to something, and then some of them are not. Oh wait, inst1. It's all for inst1. Yeah, I'm not sure. Previously, I was messing around with this for a few minutes. I managed to set the rotary controllers for the pan down here. So it's kind of a neat feature. Like, so if you have a rotary encoder that's not set to anything, like the one all the way to the right. So if I click on that control right there for pan left right, I go up to Logic Pro, controller, learn assignment for pan, and then I just touch that control. So there you can see learn to pan. Okay. So now yeah, you can see right here. Now the pan rate, the rate of that controller seems really slow. Oh, that's weird. I'm sure that's something that can be adjusted also. But yeah, it's kind of a neat feature. You can just click on a control and then say, hey, learn from the MIDI signals, which controller maps to that. What is this? That's a pan. Okay. Yeah. So let's see, is it mapped to pan now? It is. So I can pan right. If you have headphones on, you can hear. Maybe? Why is it so slow? Yeah, it seems like it's weird. Do I have a bad controller? Okay, it should be hard right. Oh, no, one. Okay, but is it only going one direction? Okay, I'm rotating clockwise. Does it go counterclockwise? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. I don't know if my encoder's bad. Okay. Filter, turn the clock off, clear. Okay, so we're getting MIDI messages when I turn it clockwise. Oh, okay, nothing wrong with the controller. I don't think. Let's look at the values though. 66, 65, 66, 63, 62. Okay, so the I think there's nothing wrong with that encoder. There might be something wrong with some setting as to how fast or slow it is. Something weird about it. Okay, that seems to work okay. I don't know what's going on. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Might have to play with that a little more. But encoder seems to work. Okay. Also has an undo key. It's kind of nice. All right. I didn't hear anything coming from my keyboard. Did I set the... No, the volume looks okay. All right, something's off with that. What is this about? All right, I guess I'm messing with this stuff a little too much. Let me delete that instrument. I forgot about the loop. I guess I should turn off the loop. So undo. Maybe a little too much undo. Okay, so add that instrument again. Okay, so no loop. Let's just try to record. Huh. Okay, this I don't understand. Oh, maybe I do understand. Okay, so I think the recording arm has to be on. Let's try this again. Okay, that's weird because I didn't even hear it playing then. Hmm? Alright, I don't know what I managed to do, but I managed to actually get rid of the sound. Okay, why isn't it playing? What's up with this again? What is that? Yeah. Somehow I'm noobing this up. Okay, create an instrument. Plays fine. Okay, you know what? I bet it has something to do with these things. See that orange stuff? Whoa, what just happened? Stop that. I don't get. Hmm? Well, whoa. I don't know how. Can I? I don't know how I did that. But there was like, there's some orange stuff here. I managed to select this whole outline. I don't know what that means. What is this? Quick help. Library button. Whoa. What is this? Playhead stuff. Smart controls. Mixer. Oh, yeah. So the mixer. Okay, so those four knobs are mapped to the launch key. That's cool. What about the rotaries? And this rotaries, they're either very slow or they're not mapped. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now I managed to select that. So see the orange stuff? That has to do apparently, from this information I was reading, with the fact that, wait, yeah, here it is. The logic control surface track selection should also appear next to your logic tracks. So I think it's the orange stuff. Logic control surface track selection. Screen should read Logic Pro, which it does. You should see the pads light up to reflect the selected track and record arm states. Okay. So here we have record arm on my voice. Okay. So there is a pad that's controlling that. Now what about this one? Yeah. Okay. All right, that's cool. So these pads now, they can also serve as like drum pads. I'm a little confused about that. So let's see, if I add a drum set, let's say. Let's just do something simple. Okay. So there are at least 3 modes here for these pads. Okay, I'm a little confused by that, how that works. The pads are RGB and they change colors depending on their mode and what they're doing. And when you hit them, they change color. Oh, it's quite nice. Okay, well, I've got some learning to do. I downloaded the manual, which is fairly large, and there are videos on the website. And I guess just going through this a little more, but yeah. Actually, let's see. So if we go to the setup, controller assignments, I guess we can see what things are mapped to. Oh, interesting. So play is mapped to play or stop. Well, I didn't mean to do that. So let's just try that. Yeah, that's right. Press play again and it stops. Okay. Capture as recording. Okay. Yeah, look, the pads have different modes. Live loop cells. Oh. Well, that's cool. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Faders, okay. We'll map the volume. Fader pads. Well, it is true that there are pads underneath each fader. Hello? Okay, yeah. So if I press the pad underneath that first fader, it cuts out my voice. So that's enable, disable. Cool. So if I go back here, Okay, so I can turn on and off. Okay, so that's like the record. I'm a little confused because that one still seems to be playing. Alright, but at least with these two, that's just enabling record. Okay, that's what it's doing. It's doing record enable. Okay. Record enable. Or record arm, I guess. Arm select. There's a different mode. Let's try this one. I was expecting that to mute, maybe. I think that's just a different mode. Yeah, I'm not sure what that mode does. Okay. Well, starting to get a little bit of a feel here. In a pitch wheel. Mod wheel. I don't know what that's mapped to. I like it. I like the feel of the keyboard. I mean, certainly there are fancy keyboards with all sorts of expressive MIDI and things like that. I've got a Linstrument, which I could try hooking up a Linstrument to this thing at some point. And that's got all sorts of super expressive, settings. So the keyboard, I guess, is not super expressive compared to latest generation, even though it's a brand new model. Pads do have aftertouch. I don't know if I can tell. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I can tell, but I think for doing MIDI control of Logic Pro, that seems like it's got pretty good integration. I like the keys. The keys feel good to me. That's always something I'm worried about. So I got a keyboard that has keys that feel terrible. I like it. Okay. Have a good one. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.